Alright, hey guys. Late night post, but what the fuck? Oh my god, I just found a good server. Oh my god, that was the only good server I could physically find, and I get no clipped. Okay, at least I spawned in, just not in the round. I got into the server. I got no clipped. But I put myself in the back rooms. I'm gonna be using Noli. I want to talk about Noli's playstyle and how it kind of doesn't work. See, I'm just gonna try to be on a complete level with you guys. Noli is one of my favorite characters. Let me put this into example. The only other character I have almost as high and actually higher than Noli is Slasher. Every other character isn't that high compared to him. This is my second highest killer. This just shows how much I like using Noli. So everything I say here is thought out to me because I use this guy often. Now, one thing that I feel is not thought out with this character is the concept of hallucination. See, he is an ambush killer. You think putting fake versions of him would be a good version of ambushing. But when it's the only thing that works out in the end, it's not really good. See, Noli is what I call, and probably will be the title of the video, Noli. The good, the bad, and the stuff that you don't want to experience. Competitive servers. See, I join a lot of competitive servers. I don't like joining competitive servers. So every single time I see a competitive server with some guy with insanely high playtime, I know I cannot use Noli. Noli is a level 5 difficulty character. Quite literally maxed out difficulty. His sprint speed, I'm pretty sure, is slightly faster than a survivor. Yeah, it's only faster by 1.5. Just to put in comparison, John Doe is slightly slower than him by 0.25. Sixer also cuts it shorter than him, but then we have killers like Cool Kid, Slasher, and Knowles, who are just, I think, faster. No, this guy is as fast as him, and then I think Slasher and Cool Kid are faster than him. Yeah, because he has a sprint speed of 28, and I'm pretty sure you have a sprint speed of yeah, you also have a sprint speed of 28. I hear this a lot about people, and this is something that I'd like to think about because I saw someone talk about this. Cool Kid should also be free alongside Slasher, so it gives people who are new to the game more playability. You know, you can either play a melee focused or a somewhat ranged, somewhat melee focused character. It allows, as people say, pick your poison. It allows you to choose what you want. It isn't just, hold on, let me mute all these people. It just allows you to do stuff. But enough with that talk, let's go back to Noli. Noli is a bad character. He's not thought out, and that's the one thing that sucks about him. He's poorly thought out. He has an ambush ability, a somewhat rush down ability, and a ranged ability. Nova is his anti-loop, and I'm going to talk about how that ability is complete horseshit. It is the worst anti-loop ability in the entire game. Maybe you can say Cool Kid's corrupt nature, but that's just not really an anti-loop. It's more so just a, rush down ability. It's meant for the sole purpose of it being used to help deal more damage. The slowdown is just a secondary to it. However, none of Noli's other abilities are used as anti-loops. Sure, could you say Void Rush is an anti-loop? Yes. Is it good? No. Equally as worse as Void Rush. Sure, you can also say Observant. But Observant is worse, because the survivor must be near a generator. What happens if there is no generators nearby? You're gonna lose chase. Hence why I say Nova is his only anti-loop. It's the only ability that allows you to somewhat get closer. And it is the worst distance closer in the entire game. Like, I would even say it's an anti-loop ability. It does even work. Because there is so many attributes that sucks. Here, let me explain it in a more in-depth version of what is Nova. Nova is an ability where after a short windup, you throw the Void Star closer, or you throw your Void Star to where your cursor is. If landing, survivors would be pulled in towards the center, and I think slowed for 0.1 seconds. Now, that's a good way to slow down survivors from getting to the other side of a loop. But what happens if the survivor gets away from Nova? Nova does nothing. And not to factor the factor of how it's only used if they get near the Nova. It doesn't go through walls, it doesn't do anything. Fantastic Four. It is quite literally the worst anti-loop ability in the entire game. I think he just gave up. Like, let me give you an example of good anti-loop abilities and bad anti-loop abilities. Cataclysm is a good one. I would also say Raging Pace is a good one. Pizza Delivery, good one. Now, what makes them good? Let's factor in other anti-loops and normal loops, and to differentiate which one is good and which one isn't. Pizza Delivery, for a cool kid, allows him to stand. It makes him stationary as he summons two minions from the left and right side of him. The minions will go after the closest person, and upon hitting a survivor, they will be slowed, highlight, and inflicted with 10 damage and burn for additional 10 damage. So 20 damage total. Raging Pace for Slasher, after a short windup, he becomes slightly faster than run speed, but slightly shorter than a survivor's sprint speed. This will allow him to regain Really, is this guy gonna just go after me? What the hell did I do to him? Okay, whatever. Raging Pace is a good anti-loop because of the factor of that it makes Slasher able to slowly catch up to survivors in case they have a stamina advantage, thus putting them at a stamina disadvantage. But it only works when survivors are already at a either stamina advantage or stamina disadvantage. It is only situational, just like Pizza Delivery. Now finally, the last good one in my opinion. Cataclysm. Cataclysm has for Nosferatu allows him to become mostly invisible and move incredibly fast for a short duration, before returning back to where he was standing and leaving blood trails to where he went. Blood trails stepped on survivors will afflict them with bleeding 3 and slowness 2, I think, if I can remember. Or like 4 seconds. I think 4 seconds. I haven't fully read into the exact duration. This is also a good one because it allows him to corner off and zone survivors while also disrupting the loop that they're at. All in the price of just waiting a few seconds to place it down. Now let's take a look at Nova. In the benefits, downsides, and why it's such a bad anti-loop. Please let me heal. Okay, there we go. Now, Nova is good at pulling in survivors to then get good damage on them. I will say that. It is a great distance closer. It's also not that hard to perform. But it is easy for survivors to see it and dodge it, which then gets rid of the purpose of even doing it. But compared to other ones, it isn't really as useful. It isn't really useful at all. Sure, you could throw it at a wall so it has a bigger explosion, thus more likely to hit him. But what if the survivor just runs away from the wall? What happens, huh? Nothing. Nothing happens. You waste your time. Hence why I keep explaining why Nova might need a rework, where it only goes off once you decide to. So it can go through walls, but only explode when you click it again. It's really useful because it allows, if thought out and allows people to think, it can make it so Noli can actually rely on timing rather than just, well, hopes that the survivor won't move out the way. It allows Noli mains to actually think more and have a bigger payout. If they clearly made it so it can go through as many walls as it wants, but only goes off when you detonate it, it would make it such a good ability. I could not see him at all. Like, I'll be the person to say it. Noli is going to need a rework on all of their abilities. Let's see. I just want to make sure with you guys how long Cataclysm's Bleed lasts for. 5 seconds. Now let's look at Noli. Nova. A 0.7 second long windup. That is pretty long for a survivor to notice. You may think 0.7 seconds, that's pretty fast. But you gotta remember, like, let's put this to example. Dagger. Literally like a 0.3 second long windup. Wow, that was not thought out. There was that. What the hell is happening, sir? Why'd I run? That's so idiotic of me. Damn. Alright, fine, I'll go to this chest. Alright, let's see here. Wow. See how simple teamwork cooperation can screw over people more than... See how Void Rush can do more than the anti-loop? You know, the rush down ability works more than the non-rush down ability. Like, Noli can be looped for days. Like, literally, there is nothing I can do here. Well, let's just go break chase. Let's go get someone else. Like, oh boy, I love when my anti-loop ability doesn't work. Again, another moment where Noli can get a loop for days. They really gotta rework this guy. Like, Noli is so bad. Literally, what am I supposed to do here? Like, yay, I get to break chase again to go regain time. Like, Noli is terrible in the game, in this game. Yay, and the guest healed while I was having to go get someone. I guess you're gonna go back to your loop spot, yep. Notice how no matter what I do, I cannot catch this guest. This just shows how bad he is. I just hope that this guy never reaches a loop spot. Please, guys, just die. Yep, I had to break chase with that guy 4 times, by the way, just to catch him. That just shows how bad he is, that I need to actually shatter chase with someone to go regain time 4 times just to catch a singular survivor, because there was no ways I can get through that loop. Can you tell why this guy needs a buff? Why is he only allowed to teleport to generators? I feel like he should make it so he can also place down little teleport spots. An example being like like in Pound by 14 o'clock, how a collector can place down little spots where he can cloak to teleport to them. Imagine like that. Yeah, look, people have to step in and be like, bro, he went to chase other people, by the way. Like, yeah, I had to break chase with you 4 times. Can you tell why I hate guests so much? Or sorry, I hate loopers so much. They complain about losing after they loop for the entire match. Straight targeting for the entire match. Motherfucker, I broke chase with you 4 times. And yet people are complaining that Noli is somewhat too strong. I've heard someone literally say Noli is the strongest character in the game. Slasher's right there. Nosferatu's right there. Cool Kid is right there. I say Cool Kid is the best killer in the entire game. Cool Kid is so balanced in my opinion. When I was making that video about me ranking every killers, I couldn't even think of a rework from, or a balance change from. He was that balanced. I just couldn't think of anything. His entire play kit is so fair. And yet Noli got bottom rank from me. My voice is so shaky because I've just damn near had it with having to focus on that one guest the entire match. I bet he's going to be complaining, being a little crybaby the entire time. Yeah, I was targeting him, but that's because he was looping the entire time. Never bothered to break chase outside of anything. And then at the LMS, you're like, son, trying to act all tough and shit. Buddy, you probably smell like BO and like Axe body spray. Don't be talking. Talking is not allowed to you. Talking is straight up banned for you. Voice chat banned and chat banned. You lose. Give up. Oh, the Shadlinsky and 077 sold so hard. Yeah, because they weren't focused on winning like you. They were focused on fun. And notice how he never tried to block the entire match. That's not because he was a react blocker, and I was just never giving him the opportunity to react. I'm telling you, competitive players, they destroy Forsaken as a whole. Like, look at this guy. He's just trying to have fun. This guy is playing on a casual level to everyone else who's playing casual. Yeah. Worst block on Earth. Someone eviscerate this man. Erase him from existence. But yeah, I just want to mostly talk about how gutted Noli is at being fair. They destroyed his balance. Noli wins like once every 20 games. I've seen level 300 players struggle in a round as Noli. Like, people struggle with such high level people. Oh my god, the guy left. He lost and just left. Look, You know it's bad when competitive players are like straight targeting the whole time. He sold so badly, son, and someone just goes, bro, he went for other people. Like, it's true. I went after someone else. I didn't just target you the entire time. I went to go get someone else. Like, I swear, some competitive people, I'm only saying some because not every single one. Some competitive people are straight crybabies when they lose. Like, there's a difference between salty players, crybabies, and actual fair competitive players. I am respectfully a salty person. If I lose too many times, I get a little salty. Wow, I was expecting that go straight to me. Holy shit, I missed that like 3 times. Uh, my brain is just like processing stuff. Oh yeah, Noli, how unfair he is. Or how borderline terrible he is. I'll be the person to say it. I think Void Rush deserves to go to another killer. I like Void Rush a lot. I like the concept to go for like Noli with like a Void Rush, literally using his Void Star to charge. I like the concept of a Frenzy killer. But why give a Frenzy killer an ambusher playstyle? The thing about Frenzy is that it's its own thing. It's not used for other playstyles. Frenzy is just whenever a character is meant to go after multiple people rather than just one. The opposite of a zone. A character whose whole playstyle is the opposite of going after one person. Take Violence District's The Killer, or Legion from Bite by Night. Or not Bite by Night, the Legion from Dead by Daylight. Holy shit, I'm so stupid. Why did my brain say Bite by Night? It's been like 3 weeks since I last seen Bite by Night. Holy shit, 2-time, you gotta hop off the game. What is Blood doing? Ooh. It might just build me. But 2-time, that was the worst munch stab I've ever seen. Just like how that's the worst charge I've ever seen. Like, I personally think Noli is the worst killer in the game. Like, worse than John Doe. I put John Doe at like 5 in my ranking. Like, there's 7 killers in the game. John Doe is like 5th. And then like Nosferatu was in 6th. Noli's was last. Then it was Sixer. No, it was 1X, then Sixer, then Slasher, then Cool Kid. Honestly, I plan to go cover all 12 survivors in this game. Next time I do one of those rankings. And then I plan to do on by 14 o'clock next. So yeah, there's a good set future. Oh my god, I was holding my breath because I had hiccups. Oh yeah, if you don't know, if you hold your breath for like, I think like 10 seconds, hiccups will just disappear. I don't know why that's the case, but like hiccups just disappear once you hold your breath for 10 seconds. Honestly, if it came to ranking some of my favorite skins for Noli, I think the SCP skin would be my favorites. It's SCP skin first, then Artful. I don't like using SCP because it doesn't have any cool animations like Artful, but it does have, in my opinion, one of the best chasing. Worth a shot. Honestly, I'll be the person to say it. I think Jane Doe is overpowered. Not John Doe. I know John Doe is not overpowered. Jane Doe is one of the most overpowered survivors in the game. And it's because of animation. The animations for Jane Doe are almost impossible to see in your killer. Like, it might as well be impossible seeing it. Like, take an example, if she did Crystal Throw and then Hatchet immediately afterwards, you would not tell whether or not she was doing Hatchet until she already spawned. That just shows how borderline stupid that animation is. Like, there needs to be end lag for oh, canceled it. No observant for you. But yeah, there needs to be like some sort of ability that makes it so you cannot use other abilities after using Crystal Throw. Or you cannot use Hatchet after using Crystal Throw for like a second and a half. So it allows you to not just immediately combo the killer into hitting them. Because like, I get a 1.5 second long stun with Resonance 1 would be a quite ignorable thing. Because, you know, it's not really that important. But like, that's a spammable 1.5 seconds. By the way, every single time you spam it, you basically break chase with the killer for a second. You like break chase and regain stamina every single time you do it. So like, you are constantly breaking chase, like no longer breaking chase. And it's just like you're unable to actually like catch up. Like the killer's just unable to catch up. Especially with like skilled players, it becomes impossible to actually like win against a Jane Doe that knows how to use Crystal Throw and Hatchet. Also, two-time I hope that change the two-time that makes it so you need to crouch before you go to stun to actually land the stun. I hope that actually gets added because holy shit, two-time is so strong. Where she is at now. Or he. Get over here! Oh my god, can the hallucination move out the way? A brick of tungsten just came out my ass. Never noticed. my ears. Shedlinski, what are you doing? Man, it was worth a shot trying to do one of those annoying ass trick stabs. Yeah, this might be the player I might want to be wary about. I will do... You know, I'll just end the video off here. Oh wait, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, I'll do this one last round. It's 36 minutes long, but I'll do one last short round, hopefully. One last, hopefully, short round. As Noli. Then I'll end it off here. And my controller just got low. So now I'm going to have to move over to my charger to go put my controller on charge. Because I play on console, not PC. Although I wish I did. Because holy shit, PC players are insane. Oh, fitting map for Noli. Is it a good map? Fuck no. What is this 2-time deal? Yeah, no, what was that 2-time doing? Nice try. Also, did I just put that 2-time through the floor? Oh, no you don't. That was the guest's fault. Holy crap. Oh my god, I didn't even notice the 2-time. Oh my god, please. You are almost dead, just die. That 2-time disappointed me so much, I had to just kill him. Or, I had to just stop believing. You know what, at least he tried to do something. Damn. Okay, this is a pretty good round. Oh. Game plays so bad against each other. You know about hitbox priority, right, Shedlinski? Damn. Guest's passive can make or break a round or a chase with Guest, because what if other teammates try to body block the Guest? Hitbox priority. You can't. Boom. Okay, that was a really funny round. And this is where I'll end off my video. I hope you guys enjoy my content, and I'll see you guys next time.